To know the roadmap ahead for urban infrastructure development and how modern technologies can help government organizations mitigate the challenge of ongoing pandemic, we have a special guest address by Suresh Prabhu, Sherpa to Honorable PM for G20, G7, and Member of Parliament. Over to you, sir.
So let me congratulate the organizers for bringing together different sections of society, different experts, different kind of approaches, different viewpoints, but on one common theme: how to make our cities smart. As we know, the evolution of technology over a period of time has made it imperative and in a way inevitable that we cannot live without using smart technologies in our day-to-day life. For example, Internet of Things, which connects almost all the internets automatically. When I leave my office, automatically my car will be alerted that I'm coming there. The moment I ignite my car and we start the car engine, it will alert my home. My home appliances will be alerted. They will start functioning exactly at the time when it is needed, avoiding even wastage of resources on the way. But that's something as far as I am as an individual is concerned. But look at millions of people who live in our cities, and cities are getting bigger and bigger, more and more congestion, more and more challenges, more and more issues. So to deal with all this, we need smart solutions for our cities. We have to be smart to bring in smartness in our cities. And this smartness will come in various forms. For example, common services, whether related to provision of tap water, whether it's provision of energy resources like electricity, whether it is related to waste disposal, whether it is related to sewerage, whether it is related to making common amenities like parks and hospitals and schools and colleges, or even making our streets better, including law and order, can be easily enforced better if we are smart cities. I remember I was taken by the Koreans to visit one of their very, very smart city near the airport in near Seoul. I was very impressed when I saw that the amount of work that they do from a central monitoring system is mind-boggling. Law and order can be monitored from there. Traffic management can be monitored from there. Even if a patient needs medical care, the entire medical facilities will be alerted in such a way that immediate response can be provided to meet with the medical emergencies. So all this kind of development which have happened over the all over the world are simply mind-boggling. But these are the kind of challenges which can be converted into even business opportunities. When we are going to build smart cities, it can create huge number of jobs for those who provide these services. When I was looking at this command and control center in Korea, I was very impressed that it also has created jobs, not displaced jobs. It has created more jobs, in fact, but of a different kind. So just imagine if we make all our cities smart, the quality of life of people will improve, employment opportunities will rise, people will get good quality of service, the governance can be very, very responsive, but also transparent, because technologies will ensure that everything will be known to everybody in a record time, in almost at the real time. And therefore, these kind of changes that will happen in the world are also going to benefit India in a very significant way. Our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, is focused on making cities smart. Brownfield, greenfield. Those cities which are already there, in which there is a challenge of overpopulation, there's a challenge of governance, there's a challenge of density of population posing serious problems, all of that can be addressed very easily with smart solutions put in place. So therefore, I feel that India is on a threshold of a new urban revolution in which more and more people are flocking to the cities inevitably because they feel cities offer better opportunities than the rural areas. So we must make our cities smarter. That doesn't mean that we have to ignore our villages. In fact, we must also make villages smarter. So smart village is also go hand in hand with a smart city. When village becomes smart and cities become smart, they can talk to each other very easily. Medical facilities can be provided into a village at par with what is available in a city. So people don't have to travel only because of that. We can have education delivered through the medium of internet. This is possible. Even today we are forced to be at home because of the pandemic. But just imagine, when we are forced to be at home, we are adjusted ourselves to this. Just imagine the delivery of government services, delivery of educational ideas, medical services, all that can happen virtually through such medium. And to do that, smart city is a concept. It's not a product. The concept will have multi dimensions, multiple possibilities. And all that, if you put in place, the end result will be that people at large, the citizens who will enjoy these services, will benefit a great, great deal. So I really look forward to this particular event, paving way for new ideas being generated, bringing together the policymakers, the technical experts, the technologists, the financiers, those who have ideas, all of that can come together. And through the churning, like a Samudra Manthan, we will be able to come out with the best possible solution for India, customized to various cities in a different way. A city in east of India will not have a similar situation like in the south of India. Or the city in west may not have a similar challenges as they'll be faced in the north. So they will have to customize the solution, think about ideas, and bring a very forward-looking solutions befitting a situation as it prevails in a particular city. So all the best to you. I really look forward to this event succeeding in a manner that we'll become really smart thinkers, but also smart operators, implementers of smart ideas to make India a much better place than what it is today. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir, for sharing those insightful content. Ladies and gentlemen, you can visit the Help Center in the lobby for any query related to this event. Keep tweeting using the hashtag ETGSCF and stay connected.